we want to discuss the very important question in this chapter for 8 marks question. This question again you have in chemistry again for 8 marks. The method of derivation is like this only. Now the topic is derivation of pressure of an ideal gas in a container from kinetic theory. This chapter is only kinetic theory of gases. Now let us take a container, just like a room. Just like a room, we take a container, just like a room. In this container, if we take a ideal gas, now what about the pressure exert on the gas in the container? Now that we want to derive, very important question. Now for that, we consider a container. Container is also called enclosure, closed, enclosure. Container or enclosure. Okay. Now the topic is derivation of pressure of an ideal gas in a container or enclosure. We want to derive from that kinetic theory. Now first we consider a container just like a room. That's why consider a cubical container. Consider a cubical container of side L. This is the side L. This is the side L. This is the side L cube. It has length, breadth, height. Cube has length, breadth, height. That cube, all sides length is taken same. Length, breadth, height, all should be taken as the same. Consider a cubical container of side L with perfectly elastic walls. Now this is a container. What are the walls? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Just like a room. The container has elastic walls. What are the elastic walls? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. This is the container with elastic walls as shown in the figure. Let means in this container let m mass of a particle. This is one particle. This is a particle. This particle mass is m. Let m mass of particle inside the container. Okay, this is the container. In the container we take m mass of the particle. Moves. Particle, gas molecule always moves. But here the particle inside container moves with velocity is as Vx, Vy and Vz along x comma y comma z directions respectively. Means we can imagine one container of elastic walls from in the figure. What are the elastic walls we are taken? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. This container has these are elastic walls. This container length, breadth, height all are taken same, that is L. That's why consider a cubical container of side L with perfectly elastic walls. Let m mass means in this container we take one particle. That particle mass is m. That particle is taken inside the container, moves with velocities along x direction, travels with Vx. If it travels along y direction, velocity is Vy. If it is travels along z direction, Vz. Means like this. You take this is the x direction. The particle moves in this direction, you take it is Vx. If the particle moves in this direction, we can take that is Vy. If the particle is moves in this direction, Vz, like x direction, y direction and z direction. If the particle moves along x direction, its velocity is Vx. If the particle moves along y direction, its velocity is Vy. If the particle moves along z direction, velocity is Vz. Okay, this is the velocity of the particles along x, y, z directions respectively. Now, momentum of, what is the momentum? Momentum symbol is P. Momentum P is the product of multiplication of mass and velocity. Momentum is a product of mass into velocity. What is the symbol for momentum? P. Now, momentum of m mass of the particle along x direction from A, B, C, D to E, F, G, H means from A, B, C, D wall to E, F, G, H wall is momentum symbol is P. What is the momentum? Mass into velocity. So, P1 is equal m into Vx, that is the momentum. Okay, the particle moves from A, B, C, D wall to E, F, G, H wall, then the momentum is this one. Okay, the particle moves from the first wall to second wall, then m mass of the particle strikes. M mass of the particle what happens? Strikes. It starts from here and strikes this wall, moves and strike this wall. After that what happens? Rebounds. Why? EFGH wall is a elastic wall. That's why m mass of the particle strikes EFGH wall and rebounds with velocity, moves in this direction, mean opposite of x direction. So, the velocity is opposite. So, what we can write? Minus Vx. Particle moves from ABCD wall to EFGH wall. When it is touch the EFGH wall, it is elastic wall. So, between the wall and the particle what happened? Collision is occurred. Collision. Then what happened? It is rebounds, moves back. When it is moves back means in which direction it is travels? Along negative x direction. In the beginning positive x direction. So, velocity is Vx. Now, after strike rebounds, the velocity is which one? Minus Vx. Why we can take minus? It is travelled along negative x direction and travels or moves towards ABCD wall, means m mass of the particle strike EFGH wall and rebounds with velocity Vx and travels, moves towards the ABCD wall, moves towards which one? ABCD wall. Again it strikes. Again what time it is? Strikes ABCD wall. Why the ABCD wall is also elastic wall? When it is touch that, then the momentum is how much? P2 is equal to minus mvx, means m mass of the particle starts from ABCD wall and strikes EFGH wall. First collision. Now what is the momentum at that situation? P1 is equal to mvxy. This travels along positive x direction. Then after strikes the wall EFGH, rebounds in the negative x direction, again strikes the ABCD wall. It is also elastic wall. There also collision is occurred. At that place what happened? Momentum P2 is equal to minus mvx. So how many collisions is occurred on the particle? One collision on EFGH wall and another collision is our ABCD wall. How many collisions? Two successive collisions are occurred. Okay. Now what is the momentum when the particle strikes EFGH wall? P1 is equal to mvx. After rebounds, what is the momentum of the particle when it strikes or collide with ABCD wall? P2 is equal to minus mvx. Now change in momentum. What is the symbol for change in momentum? Delta P. But in which direction it is travels? X direction. That's why delta Px is equal to P1 minus P2. Why change in momentum? P1 minus P2. What is P1? mvx. What is P2? Minus mvx. Minus minus becomes plus. So what is the formula? Delta P is equal to 2mvx. Take this as equation 1. Okay. Now what is the change in momentum of the particle in a container which has the elastic walls? The change in momentum of a particle in the container which has elastic walls is delta P is equal to 2mvx. Take that as equation 1. Okay. But how many collisions is occurred in the container by the particle? Means 2 collisions. That's why time taken by the particle between 2 successive collisions is 1 collision on EFGH, another collision on ABCD. That's why ABCD and EFGH walls, on the 2 walls the collision is occurred. That's why time, okay, strike this wall, strike that wall, particle strike this wall and that wall, means first strikes EFGH wall, then after ABCD wall. It takes some time or not? Yes. Now the time taken by the particle between 2 successive collisions is equal to or is, what are the walls here? ABCD wall and EFGH wall. Now we know the equation for the time. How we can write time? Time is equal to distance by velocity. Time is equal to distance by velocity, but distance how much I am taken? 2Ly in this direction, in this direction. In this direction is L, in this direction L means 2L. First from here to here it is L, strike and bounce back and reaches another wall and there also strikes, 2 collisions. How much distance travelled? L plus L means 2L, but velocity is the same. How much the velocity? Vx. Okay. Now the time taken by the particle between 2 successive collisions is delta T is equal to 2L by Vx. Let us take this is equation 2. Okay. Now to derive this equation, first we want to calculate the change in momentum and time interval between 2 successive collisions. Now from Newton's second law, what is the equation for Newton's second law? The force is directly proportional to rate of change of momentum. As per Newton's second law, what is the force? The force is equal to rate of change of momentum. How we can express that one? Delta P by delta T. Rate of change of momentum equation is delta P by delta T. Here it is travels in which direction? Particle x direction. Particle travels in x direction. That's why Fx is equal to delta Px by delta T. We know that delta Px, how much? 2mvx. Delta P value 2mvx. What is the value of delta T? 2L by Vx. 2L by Vx. At the place of delta T, what we are taken? 2L by Vx from this equation. Delta P is equal to 2mvx. 2mvx. Delta T is equal to 2L by Vx from this one. 2 cancel. Here mvx by L by Vx. You take that in the numerator. Vx into Vx becomes Vx square. Mvx square by L. Okay. What is the force acts on the particle in a container after 2 successive collisions? How much force? The force exert on the particle travels along x direction after 2 successive collisions is Fx is equal mvx square by L. Okay. What is the force exert on the particle in a container after 2 successive collisions is mvx square by L. But in a container number of particles are there. for all particles in container. All particles means take n. Only one particle, n is equal to 1. Number of particles, you take n. Let us take this is equation 3. Okay. Fx is equal to mvx by L is the force exert on the gas molecule in the container after two successive collisions is Fx is equal to m Vx square by L. Next, force we are calculated. Now we want to calculate pressure. Our topic is to find the pressure only. Now, pressure exert on the gas molecule is, what is the equation for the pressure? Pressure equation is force per area but travels x direction. So, Px is equal to Fx by A. What is the A? Area of the container. Area, container, length, breadth, height is same. That's why area, how much we can take the container area? A is equal to L square. What is the area of container? A is equal to L square. Okay. We know that one Fx by A is equal to Fx by L square. What is the Fx value? Fx value is this. N m Vx square by L. This I am taken at this place. L square becomes L cube. Now what is the force exert on the gas molecule in the container after two successive collisions? Px is equal to capital N Vx square by L cube. What is L cube? Volume of the container. That's why L cube is equal to volume of the container denoted by capital V. Here capital V is volume. Here small v is velocity. Don't confuse. Here v is the velocity, but here it is volume. Here what is this one? V is volume. Don't confuse. Okay, so Px is equal to capital N mvx square by capital V. Let us take this is equation 4. Is it clear? Now once again listen that force, then after pressure. Now final equation, fourth one, pressure exert on the gas molecule in the container which has elastic walls after two successive collisions. Equation is Px is equal to capital N m Vx square by capital V. Here Vx square is the velocity of the particle along x direction. Here capital V is volume of the container. Okay, see that I am given 1 minute time to you, must be record. The derivation is not completed. I want to complete this one. Okay, only here we calculate the pressure along x direction. Pressure exert, pressure exert on all molecules in the container along. Topic: pressure exert on all molecules in the container along y-axis is Py is equal to N m Py square by capital V, and along z-axis is Pz is equal to capital N m Vz square by V. Okay, means if the particle travels along y direction, now what is the pressure exerted on all molecules in the container? This one. If the gas molecule travels along z direction, what is the excess pressure or pressure exerted on the all gas molecules in the container is this one. Okay, the pressure exerted on the gas molecules Px we know that one, means direction. This is the direction. Now, average pressure exert on all molecules. Average pressure exert on all molecules. Average pressure exert on all the molecules in the container is average. What is average? Sum of the quantities by number of quantities. How many quantities we take? Only 3. X, Y, Z. So Px, Py, Pz by 3. Sum of the quantities by number. How much the number? 1, 2, 3 by 3. This is the average pressure. We know the value of Px. How much? N mPx square by V plus what is the Py? N mPy square by V plus what is Pz? N mPz by V by P. Okay, 1 by 3 take outside. In these three equations, which is common? Capital N small m by V is common, so that we take outside. What we can get? Px square plus Py square plus Vz square. So P is equal to 1 by 3 capital N small m by capital V into Vx square plus Vy square plus Vz square. Capital N by E is take small m. Capital N by capital E is taken as small m. That's why 1 by 3 n m Vx square plus Vy square plus Vz square. Vx square plus Vy square plus Vz square is taken as V bar square. So, what is the equation for pressure exert on ideal gas in a container from kinetic theory? Very important formula. P is equal to 1 by 3 nm V square. P is equal to 1 by 3 nm V square. Or bar we can take. Why we can take bar? Average. V bar square is how much? Vx square plus Vy square plus Vz square. What is V bar square? Mean square velocity of gas molecules. V bar square is equal to how much? Vx square plus Vy square plus Vz square. Now what is V bar square? Mean square velocity of gas molecules. So V bar is equal to how much? V square is this. What is V bar? Root Vx square plus Vy square plus Vz square. So what we can write V bar? Root is there. That's why here V bar square is mean square. But V bar is equal to root mean square velocity of gas molecule. So V bar is also written as VRMS RMS root mean square root or mean m square. Yes. So V bar is also taken as VRMS is equal to root Vx square plus Vy square plus Vz square. Okay. This is the final equation for pressure on the ideal gas in a container. Now, what is the equation for pressure of an ideal gas in the container? The pressure on ideal gas in the container equation is P is equal to 1 by 3 m V bar square. This is a very important derivation and also important question in this chapter. We can expect this is 8 marks question for examination point of view. Okay, in first year syllabus under thermal physics we have 3 chapters. Under thermal physics we have 3 chapters. The first chapter is 12th one, then after 13th one, and last one is 14th one. 12th chapter, thermal properties of matter. In this chapter, in the thermal properties of matter, we have one important question. That is Boyle's law, Charles law, and derivation of an ideal gas equation. All of you must be practice that question. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I will send this in WhatsApp to your numbers which are important up to completed the syllabus. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow, this chapter will complete. After that, what are the important important question in thermal physics I will send in your WhatsApp numbers. All of you must be practiced. Now in the 12th chapter we have two 8 marks questions. The first one is Boyle's law, Chauvet's law and the derivation of an ideal gas. We can expect that is one 8 marks question. Next 8 marks question, Newton's rate of cooling, and one problem. Already I explained of which are the problems in the chapter. That two are important in that chapter. Means in 12th chapter we have two 8 marks questions. And next in the 13th chapter in thermodynamics we have important question is Carnot engine efficiency. It is also a lengthy derivation. Carnot engine efficiency is one of the important questions in the 13th chapter. And next one, working of heat engine and cool engine. Both are important. 4 plus 4, 8 marks. Means in the 13th chapter, we have two questions. One is efficiency of Carnot engine. That is first 8 marks question. The second 8 marks question is working of heat engine and cool engine. And 14th chapter. In this chapter, we have only one 8 marks question. That is this. What is that one? Derivation of pressure of an ideal gas in a container from kinetic theory. This is also one of the important questions under thermal physics chapter. Under thermal physics, we have 3 chapters. From these 3 chapters, we have 5 8 marks questions. Compulsorily, we will get any one question among these five in the examination. So all of you must be practice, see my videos and practice it. If you have any doubt, compulsory contact to my number. Compulsory I will explain clearly what are important questions that I will explain that one. And not only that, I will send the 4 marks questions also in your WhatsApp numbers.